Top football transfers: Rodrygo, Sesko, Donnarumma, Ramos, Antony, Núñez, Greenwood. Imagine a world where football transfer news dominates the headlines every day. Welcome to the world of football fandom, where rumors and speculation can make or break a team's season. But here's where it gets interesting. Monday's gossip has brought us some explosive news that could change the face of the football landscape. Tottenham Hotspur is reportedly eyeing Real Madrid's Brazilian winger Rodrygo to replace their beloved Son Heung-min, sparking a heated debate among fans about the potential move. And this is the part most people miss. Manchester United is ready to match Newcastle United's bid for RB Leipzig's Slovenian striker Benjamin Sesko, which could lead to a thrilling transfer battle. But what does this mean for the future of football? Let's dive into the latest news and rumours. Tottenham's interest in Rodrygo, 24, has been making waves, with many wondering if he's the right fit to replace Son Heung-min, 33. According to AS, Tottenham is keen on signing the Brazilian winger, but the question remains, can he fill the void left by Son? Meanwhile, Manchester United is gearing up to match Newcastle United's opening offer for Sesko, 22, as reported by Sky Sports Germany. This move could be a game-changer for both teams, but it's essential to consider the potential consequences of such a transfer. Newcastle is also exploring other options, including a move for Paris Saint-Germain's Portuguese striker Goncalo Ramos, 24, if the deal for Sesko falls through, as reported by the Mail. But here's the thing. What if Newcastle manages to snag both Sesko and Ramos? How would that impact the team's dynamics and performance? Inter Milan is interested in signing former Manchester United and England striker Mason Greenwood, 23, from French club Marseille, according to Corriere dello Sport. This move has sparked controversy, with some questioning whether Greenwood is ready for a new challenge. Paris Saint-Germain and Italy goalkeeper Gianluigi Donnarumma, 26, is reportedly interested in joining Manchester United, as revealed by Team Talk. But what does this mean for the future of Manchester United's goalkeeping position? German side RB Leipzig has inquired about English winger Tyreek George, 19, during talks with Chelsea over a move for Dutch midfielder Xavi Simons, 22, as reported by Fabrizio Romano. This could be an exciting opportunity for George, but it's crucial to consider the potential risks and challenges associated with such a move. Saudi Arabian club Al-Hilal is targeting Liverpool and Uruguay forward Darwin Nunez, 26, according to The Athletic. But what does this mean for Nunez's future at Liverpool, and how would his departure impact the team? Manchester United and Brazil winger Antony, 25, is not interested in a move to Saudi Arabia and wants to join Real Betis, where he was on loan last season, as reported by Sport. This decision has raised eyebrows, with some wondering what prompted Antony to make such a choice. Manchester United and Argentina winger Alejandro Garnacho, 21, has given total priority to Chelsea and is waiting for talks to begin over a move, as revealed by Fabrizio Romano. But what does this mean for Garnacho's future at Manchester United, and how would his departure impact the team? Former England midfielder Dele Alli, 29, is looking for a new club after being told he is not part of Serie A side Como's plans, according to The Times. This news has sparked a debate about Ali's future in football, with some questioning whether he still has what it takes to compete at the highest level. In other news, Birmingham City is set to sign Ajax striker Chuba Akpom, 29, on a season-long loan with an option to buy, despite Middlesbrough's attempts to snatch him, as reported by the Birmingham Mail. But here's the thing. What if Akpom's move to Birmingham City doesn't work out as planned? How would that impact the team's performance and morale? Blues are also favourites to sign Ghana international Terry Yegbe, 24, from Swedish side IF Elfsborg in a deal potentially worth up to £5.2 million, as reported by Expressen. This move could be an exciting opportunity for Yegbe, but it's essential to consider the potential challenges and risks associated with such a transfer. Austrian side Sturm Graz has rejected another bid from Derby County for their 21-year-old right-back, Max Johnston, despite the Rams having increased their offer from £1.4 million to £1.6 million, as reported by Sky Sports. But what does this mean for Johnston's future at Sturm Graz, and how would his departure impact the team? Norwich City is set to sign Lincoln City striker Javon Makama, 21, in a deal reportedly worth over £1 million, as reported by the Derby Telegraph. This move could be a game-changer for Makama, but it's crucial to consider the potential risks and challenges associated with such a transfer. Reading is weighing up a bid for Ross County striker Ronan Hale, 26, with League One rivals Luton Town and Wycombe Wanderers also tracking the Northern Ireland international, as reported by the Belfast Telegraph. But here's the thing, what if Reading manages to snag Hale, but he doesn't perform as expected? How would that impact the team's performance and morale? Walsall is leading the race for Burnley and Scotland under-21 striker Michael Mellon, 21, as reported by Alan Nixon via Patreon. This move could be an exciting opportunity for Mellon, but it's essential to consider the potential challenges and risks associated with such a transfer. So, what do you think about these latest transfer rumours and news? Do you agree with Tottenham's decision to pursue Rodrygo? Or do you think they should focus on other targets? Share your thoughts and opinions in the comments below, and let's get the conversation started. Real Madrid's Rodrygo. Transfer speculation and future prospects. Imagine the shockwaves if Real Madrid decided to part ways with their talented forward Rodrygo. The buzz surrounding his potential exit has dominated conversations off the field this summer, capturing the attention of football fans and analysts alike. This young Brazilian star has frequently been mentioned in transfer talks, particularly with several clubs in the Premier League eyeing a chance to sign him. While Real Madrid has remained quiet on the issue of his departure, reports indicate that Rodrygo has faced some dissatisfaction during the tail end of the 2024-25 season. The club could entertain the idea of selling him this summer, but only under one very specific condition. Real Madrid may agree to sell Rodrygo if price is right. According to a recent article from AS, Real Madrid has not actively pursued the sale of Rodrygo this transfer window. However, they would consider entertaining offers if any interested club steps forward with a proposal that exceeds a staggering $104 million, approximately €90 million. Among the teams reportedly interested is Liverpool, particularly as they adjust their roster following the departure of left forward Luis Diaz. Additionally, other prominent Premier League clubs like Arsenal, Tottenham Hotspur, and Manchester City have also been linked to the promising Brazilian talent. Interestingly, it seems that Rodrygo himself is quite keen on remaining with Real Madrid. He expressed his desire to stay and help the team secure more trophies under the guidance of the new head coach, Xabi Alonso. In fact, Alonso has noted that he views the Brazilian international as a vital component of the squad's success. Rodrygo made a strong start to the 2024-25 season, showcasing his skills effectively. However, his performance waned as the season progressed, particularly after December 2024. Despite being a standout player earlier, he only started one game at the Club World Cup while adapting to the team's new 3-5-2 system, which relegated him to the bench more often. He is hopeful that he can regain his spot in the starting lineup if he stays with the team. More updates on Real Madrid. Real Madrid's schedule. Find out every match Los Blancos will face in August. Firm stance on offers. Real Madrid is committed to not accepting underwhelming offers for their senior squad players. Transfer updates. Stay tuned for the latest developments surrounding players such as Rodrygo, Reinier, Konate, and Diaz as of August 3, 2025. A warning for Vinicius Jr. Learn about a former Real Madrid player's cautionary advice regarding Vinicius Jr.'s new contract negotiations. Football transfer rumours. Spurs eye Rodrygo. Núñez to Al-Hilal. Brace yourself. The football transfer market is teetering on the edge of a seismic shake-up, and the whispers swirling around Europe's biggest clubs are brewing into something much bigger than idle speculation. Right now, with the transfer window feeling eerily quiet, you can sense this is only the calm before the frantic rush. And trust us, several of these rumored moves could send genuine shockwaves through the sport. Curious yet? Just wait until you hear what could be next for Spurs, Liverpool, and more. Let's dive in. Tottenham Hotspur find themselves in unfamiliar territory, as legendary forward Son Heung-min appears set to depart after a decade lighting up North London. Naturally, replacing a player of Son's magnitude isn't easy, and manager Thomas Frank faces a high-pressure search. All eyes have shifted to Real Madrid's Rodrygo, who is reportedly permitted to leave the Spanish giants this summer. Tempting the Brazilian to swap the Bernabeu for Premier League intensity and a guaranteed starting role instead of competing for minutes might just be the sales pitch that seals the deal. Meanwhile, Liverpool have their sights firmly set on Alexander Isak, but face a financial hurdle they can only clear by moving on Darwin Nunez. Enter the Saudi Pro League's deep pockets. Al-Hilal reportedly stand ready to offer Liverpool a significant sum to secure Núñez's signature. To some supporters, the ongoing flow of top talent towards Saudi Arabia remains a divisive subject. Does it enhance competition globally or skew the game's balance? And this is the part most traditional fans are grappling with. Turning our attention to strikers in demand, Benjamin Sesko's towering presence has Manchester United and Newcastle salivating. Both clubs covet the Leipzig frontman, but Newcastle, ever the strategic planners, are already considering alternatives if Sesko chooses Old Trafford's bright lights. In that case, Eddie Howe could target Goncalo Ramos from Paris Saint-Germain. Though full of promise, Ramos has struggled for minutes under Luis Enrique, so a move to a fellow Champions League contender might reignite his career. Here's another twist that could spark debate. Inter Milan is weighing a move for former Manchester United forward Mason Greenwood, who has very recently rejuvenated his reputation with stellar performances for Marseille. Old Trafford would be more than happy with a profitable sell-on clause if Greenwood heads to Serie A. However, Inter's final move could also hinge on developments regarding Atalanta's Ademola Lookman, who's requested a transfer and has been on Inter's radar for some time. Could the Italian giants pit Lookman and Greenwood against each other for a shot at San Siro glory? Tell us, would you roll the dice on either player? Chelsea fans, get ready for the latest Stamford Bridge intrigue. The club's pursuit of Leipzig's dynamic midfielder Xavi Simons might soon be met with a countermove. Leipzig are believed to have earmarked Chelsea's promising teenager Tyreek George as a potential trade target. For context, George has been making waves since his first-team breakthrough, but as anyone who follows Chelsea knows, few are truly untouchable when the transfer market is in full swing. And most intriguing of all, a nugget that could start a whole pub debate. Arsenal have quietly approached Rennes in pursuit of the well-regarded 20-year-old centre-back Jérémy Jacquet. The French club insist that Jacquet is not for sale. But let's be honest, when enough money is offered, even the most reluctant clubs sometimes fold. Now, let's open the floor to you. Would you back Spurs taking a gamble on Rodrygo as Son's successor? Is the Saudi Pro League spending spree helping or hurting the wider football world? And for your club, would you rather target proven experience or a raw young prospect in this transfer window? Share your opinions. The transfer window always inspires the hottest debates.